Yo, it's yo. Boom. You don't even know. Sorry, today, bro. We about to watch Pressa from Kidnapper to Drake's tour opener. Hey, I ain't know Pressa was like that. I mean, obviously, he's repping some shit, bro. But UK, bro, like, I don't know. You feel me? Y'all be niggas be talking. Oh, UK. They got mad crime, knife crime and shit. But bro, US, United States has more knife crime than the US. So we got more knife crime and more blick crimes now? Okay then, so I don't know why niggas bring up that argument. Like, you feel me, bro? Niggas have more percentage here. Not to discredit any UK niggas, cause I see videos, you feel me? Back in the day, bro, I thought niggas was not on shit. Niggas in UK is definitely on shit, but they're not as deep. That's a fact, they're not as deep. Cause I heard they like sets out there, they be like repping flags and shit, but it's not like Bloods and Crips. Feel me? Which makes sense, cause like obviously a Crip member, unless he goes to that spot, like his family moves him out there, and then you feel me, he makes everybody initiate and shit, but yeah, that makes sense.
Toronto's rap scene is on the rise. One of their biggest rappers is a dude named Pressa, who got a wild story, including opening for Drake's tour while out on bail for kidnapping charges. Let's tap into the come up and career of Pressa, Toronto's babyface badass. Pressa was born
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's how most niggas in America see him. Like, they literally just know him because he dated Cole.
In the Driftwood neighborhood of Jane and Finch, a hood in Toronto known for crime and gang activity. His mom's Filipino and his dad's Jamaican. But at just 5 weeks old, his pops was sentenced to 15 years to life for second-degree murder after shooting a security guard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If the father is involved in anything, there's gonna be a 98.9% chance your kid's gonna end up in some shit too. Especially if he got locked up, that's a 99% chance he go get into some shit. There's a 0.9% that he don't. So yeah.
He and his brother were raised by a single mom, and while she was working, trying to provide, Pressa and his brother quickly got sucked into the streets. His brother Shamar started selling crack as a teenager and ran a gang called the Young Bucks Killers. The gang would get caught up in a police takedown called Project Marvel and got linked to many different crimes, including shootings and drug trafficking. The police determined Shamar was the leader of the gang, and Pressa was being trained to be the next in line. So cops raided their home and found multiple guns, cash, and drugs like coke and ecstasy. Pressa pled guilty to selling drugs from his mom's house and got hit with 14 months in juvie. While he was locked up, he had his brother sneaking weed for him to smoke. The officers eventually searched his cell and found the weed and charged him with organized crime with the intent to sell marijuana. They ended up dropping the organized crime charge, but he was still tied in with Project Marvel, which would follow him for a long time.
Yeah.
10 months after he got out, Pressa went on the run for an attempted murder charge. He ended up getting caught and arrested after 14 months on the run and spent like 9 months in jail. But he eventually beat the case and all charges got dropped while he was dealing with his own legal situation.
Oh, I'm bugging, bro. I'm thinking this is in the UK. This is in Canada. Bro, I'm bugging.
His father got released from prison on parole, but he was only out for like 10 months before getting into
For a second, I forgot what Canada was. I'm not gonna lie, for a second, I thought it was in the UK.
Altercation that violated his parole and got him sent right back. Pressa was in jail at the time, so he never got to reunite with his dad on the outside. But he said his pops always picked up his calls from jail because he knew what it was like being on the inside. So he had someone he could rely on to talk about what he was going through. His brother Shamar eventually got convicted on multiple gun, drug, and gang charges and was given a 10-year sentence. So with his brother sitting down and no one else to look after him, Pressa started making music as a way to escape the streets. He dropped his first song, Wasp Gang, in 2015 with Robin Banks, another Driftwood rapper. The song was a tribute to their friend Wasi, who recently got shot to death by police outside of a nightclub. Wasi was one of Pressa's day ones, and they came up together in the streets. When he died, he was on the run for a double murder. While he was out partying, the police caught up to him, and it led to a shootout. Wasi fired at them first from inside a car, so police responded by spraying bullets, and one hit him in the chest. Wasi was well known in the neighborhood.
So this is Canada, bro. So they have more and more blicks over there. Never mind.
And his death was a major loss. Seeing his close friend get
Definitely a lot of them come from the US. The US is the biggest provider of blicks, bro. Canada, motherfuckers smuggling shit over the border. Canada. They providers for Mexico. Most guns come from. Most U.S. guns go to Mexico. Like 60% of them. Some of them go to the UK. And then I think Afghanistan and places like that, they make their own. But the U.S. is the biggest provider for it in the whole world, bro.
Had a major impact on Pressa.
Actually, maybe China. Because now that I think about it, China makes everything, bro. So I wouldn't be surprised if they like made it in China and then ship it to the U.S. So technically, the Chinese people made it. Technically. Unless people got their own factories here, but hey.
And he decided to make a change and do something more positive to avoid ending up in the same situation.
He got a glow gang? He's in glow gang?
Viral and became a big hit in the area. Robbing banks already had a growing fan base in Toronto, while Pressa was only known around the neighborhood. This was his first introduction as a rapper, but it showed he had talent from day one.
Wait, he been had the glow gang chain?
Neighborhood. This was his first introduction as a rapper, but it showed
he had. Is this inspired by Chief Keef, or did he just do this himself?
Talent from day one. He started dropping music more consistently in 2016, but his street activities eventually caught up to him and almost destroyed his whole career. In April 2016, members of the Young Buck Killers threw a party at an Airbnb in downtown Toronto. Members from the Queens Drive Crips, who are known to beef with the Young Bucks, tried to crash the party. The two gangs ended up getting into it in the hallway, and like 10 shots was fired. The whole thing got captured on CCTV, which shows two Young Bucks members ducking into an elevator while being shot at from the hallway. No one got hit, but the shootout was enough to set off the Young Bucks killers who wanted revenge for getting a party crashed and almost getting killed. So they came up.
No one had revenge? No one got murked? What?
With a wild plan. They decided to target the two 17-year-old Crips who gave up the party location to the rest of the gang.
Yeah.
They somehow convinced them to meet at their spot where they kidnapped and tortured them. They was held hostage for like 48 hours and forced to do some real sick shit.
Makes sense.
They got tied to a chair and beaten up pretty bad. They was also forced to play Russian roulette with a loaded gun. At one point, they even got forced to perform sexual acts on each other. And these was two teenage boys. If that ain't bad enough, they also filmed them doing it.
Bro, if I got two ops, I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing more than that. If I got two ops, you don't want to see me with two ops, bro. You don't want to see me with two ops, bro. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even. Actually, I'll let y'all know, bro. See the fingernails and shit. Put in like a toothpick in that bit, and then just lift that shit up. That's just one, bro. That's not even the worst. Got 10 times way worse, but that is not that bad, bro. Compared to what other people in this world would come up with, that's not that bad.
Embarrassing. The torture got so intense.
A person out there that probably has even worse ideas. You feel me? And there's probably a worse guy that's worse than him. So you never know.
Got the neighbors' attention
until it gets to the point where every idea is thought up.
And they had to move him to a different spot to avoid getting caught. Then they contacted the victims' families and demanded a ransom. They eventually let the two boys go after one of their moms paid $3,000 up front and agreed to pay another $7,000 within a week for a total ransom of $10,000. The kidnappers also told her if she ain't come up with that extra $7,000, they was gonna put out the videos that showed them performing sexual acts on each other. So the victims was released and taken to the hospital. At first, they said they would talk to the police, but later changed their minds, probably afraid of what could happen if they was also labeled snitches. But it ain't matter, because police found enough evidence to start making arrests. The most famous name caught up in the case was none other than Pressa, who was arrested on charges of kidnapping for ransom, unauthorized possession of a firearm, and assault with a weapon. Even though police say he was one of the primary instigators of the violence, his lawyer argued that he only played a small role in the kidnapping. They don't think he's the one who actually planned it, but it's not clear exactly what part he played in the crime. The courts must have believed his lawyers because they allowed Pressa to be released on bail to await trial. By this time, his music career was already heating up, and he took this as an opportunity to try to change his life for good to avoid going down.
That right there is West. But if you would have used that and posted it, say I'm out now and we free, you would have been way bigger. You would have been way bigger in the US. Way bigger.
On the same path as his dad and brother. He dropped multiple singles, which all racked up millions of views, including 100 Wasi bars and Lavish. He also dropped his debut mixtape, Press Machine, in 2017. Then, he teamed up with super producer Murder Beats for the song Novocaine, which became his breakout hit and gained him more fans outside of Toronto. The song started to attract the attention of major artists, including Drake, and Pressa was invited to open for the Six Gods Boy Meets World Tour in 2017. Drake had posted a video of himself singing along to Novocaine while in the UK. He and Pressa ended up linking up in Europe when Drizzy was on tour. This cosign helped Pressa's career, and after that, he started collabing with major names in the industry like Tory Lanez and British rapper Giggs. But Drake also faced a lot of backlash for bringing Pressa on tour while he was out on bail for being involved in a brutal kidnapping. Even though Pressa got permission from the court to go on tour with Drake, the Toronto police wasn't happy about it and called several venues to shut down the shows. But Pressa ain't let this stop his grind, and he continued to make the most of the opportunity he was given. He seemed focused on putting the gang life behind him and making a change for the better, even if his past continued to haunt him. The courts must have noticed him trying to change, because in December 2017, he was cleared of all charges related to the kidnapping after being out on bail for about 18 months. The only evidence prosecutors had to link Pressa to the crime.
But I'm not gonna lie, all you need to do, like if you get a chance to go out and bond or some shit, all you need to do, especially, let's say you a senior, especially, just, you feel me, do a little bit more work, bro. Do some counseling, you feel me, so they know you gonna be more clear-minded. Get a job. Getting a job helps a lot, bro. That helps OD. That could be the deciding factor of if you get locked in that sometimes, to be honest. Because if you tell a judge you don't got a job and you like 18 or some shit, 19, they just gonna look at you like, oh, he's just gonna be out here doing more shit. But if you got a job, my nigga, that could help you so much. One, that lets them know, oh, okay, he's at least contributing to society. You feel me? Two, oh, he's around people, nothing's happening, he's more sane, becoming better. And three, especially three, the judges, a lot of them, they don't want to see you get fired. You feel me? Because once you get locked up, bro, you get fired. After, like, once you don't show up, they like, where he at? Oh, fired. So it's like, yeah, that helps.
Victims saying he was pistol whipped by someone who looked like the guy who rapped under the name Pressa on YouTube. The judge ain't think this was sufficient evidence to positively ID Pressa as the gunman, so he beat all charges. But two other members of the Young Bucks killers, who were supposedly the real ringleaders of the kidnapping, got convicted and sentenced to 6 and 9 years. After beating the case, Pressa stayed true to his promise to leave the streets alone and moved to LA where he could focus on music. He dropped his debut album, Prestige, in 2019, which debuted at #1 on the iTunes Canada hip hop charts. In 2020, he signed a deal with Sony Music Canada and dropped an EP called Gardner Express. In 2021, it was announced that Pressa was in a relationship with another up-and-coming artist, Coi Leray, who's the
bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how niggas find
it was announced that Pressa was in a relationship with another.
Every photo, she looks different. Every angle, she looks different. Like, what is this jawline, bro? I'm not gonna lie. This jawline is she got a strong jawline. My jawline ain't even like that.
Up-and-coming artist Coi Leray, who's the daughter of Benzino, the former CEO.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Look at this nigga's jawline. This nigga literally got the jawline of the Chad. The dude that's like, I don't know if he's real or not, but you know the Chad. Just search up Chad meme and you gonna see the guy.
Of the Source magazine. Even though Pressa still uses street themes in his music and talks about the life he grew up in, it seems like he put the past behind him and is on to bigger and better things. Hopefully, he can stick to the music and not fall back into the lifestyle that almost ended his career.
Yeah. Hey, that's a video, boy. If you missed for 2 years, subscribe to the channel. You feel me? This is the next reaction, and yeah. Like I said, boy, if you missed for 2 years, subscribe to the channel. I'm finna catch y'all next one. Stay safe.